Children are dying. The economic and career prospects for the black community is looking worse and worse every year. Why? Fatherlessness. Today I will be showing you why fatherlessness leads to bad outcomes for children, how it disproportionately affects minority communities, especially the black community, and how it can be stopped. Let's start with some statistics. Children with involved fathers are 42% more likely to earn A's than children without fathers or without involved fathers. Additionally, children with involved fathers are 33% less likely to be held back a grade than children without fathers are. This shows what an impact a father's mere presence can have on a child's economic and educational future. Moving on to this slide. On average, black children are 2 times as likely to die at a young age than Hispanic children are. This is most likely due to Hispanic children having greater resources and greater economic standing in their life, which helps them to have better medicine, better food, better medical, things of that sort. But when you factor fatherlessness into the equation, it looks bad for Hispanic communities and black communities. As opposed to a black child that has a father, a black child without a father is 7 times as likely to die at a young age. Now this is a horrible statistic that shows you the impact of a father on not just the educational or economic prospects for a child, but their mere life. And it's not just the black community. Hispanic children without fathers are 2 to 4 times as likely to die than Hispanic children with fathers are. Moving on, a 2011 study shows that fatherlessness increases the chances of delinquency in a child. Now, delinquency is like not paying attention to your teachers, getting in trouble with the law, getting incarcerated, not listening to your parents. Things like this, which are indications of a less successful future and less prospects for a good life in the future. Now, a positive aspect of fatherhood is that fathers decrease the amount of stress for a mom and the baby during pregnancy and during early childhood, which can lead to greater health for the child and the mother leading into the future, which decreases the risk of premature death. Fatherlessness seems to affect the black community at higher rates and at worse rates than other communities. Why is this? Well, some of the theories state that is lower wages, higher rates of incarceration as opposed to the rest of the population, and other socioeconomic impacts such as institutionalized racism in the medical community and in other government and private institutions in our culture. Another thing that could impact this is the higher rates of black people getting shot by police officers, which leads to a father obviously not being around to be in a child's life. All of these are things that need to be fixed and do have solutions. My solutions for both problems, for increasing a father's impact in general and increasing fatherhood in the black community, are changing how fathers are represented in the court of law. Now, fathers are generally not treated as equals in the court of law when it comes to custody hearings in most states. Most fathers are given weekend visitation rights or alternating holiday schedules, but not usually 50-50 custody rights. Now, giving fathers 50-50 custody rights in all 50 states and territories would work to increase fathers being present in a child's life, which leads to a child being more successful in the future and less likely to have any physical or mental disabilities as well. Now, to help the black community in particular, creating an organization funded by the government or private institutions that helps black parents find free or reduced price vocational training or education would work to help to increase a poor black family's likelihood of having a healthy and successful child, because both parents will be able to find good, in-demand, high-paying work that will help them to climb out of the lower classes that the impact of slavery has put many black communities in, unfortunately, and will help the child to have a better life in the future. Moving on to slide 3. LegalJobs.io shows that 40% of states, only 40%, aim to have 50-50 custody rights for fathers and mothers. Increasing this to 100% will increase a father's presence in a child's life and will lead to a better life for the child in general. Now, slide 4 from Statista.com and LegalJobs.io show that 9 out of 10 of the highest states for fatherlessness do not aim to have 50-50 custody rights for mothers and fathers, which proves that giving a father more opportunity and more availability to have greater impact on their child's life will increase father engagement in that child's life and will lead to better pretty much everything for a child. Now, what you can do to help fatherlessness be less of an impact on society is to lobby for action. Talk to your state representatives about custody rights for fathers versus for mothers. Help to get that equalized. Propose tax cuts for organizations that help black communities find work or find education or training facilities. Doing all of this will help the future of children for the black community, Hispanic communities, Asian, white, Native American, all communities in the country, and will lead to greater stability and greater success for our entire country. Thank you.